Okay, I'll try this again. So, suggested that they're usually high intelligence as compared to other animals means dolphins should be seen as non-human persons and should have their own specific rights. In China, 64% say they're environmentalists, which is more than double that of Europe and the United States, a report by Reuters recently showed. The survey by a Dutch research agency said in China, where public anger has mounted over hazardous levels of pollution in towns and cities, environmentalists had a greater sense of urgency about action needed to tackle the problem than Western counterparts, where the financial crisis has knocked environmental policy down the political agenda. New pollution-fighting billboards can purify 100,000 cubic meters of air every day, according to the University of Engineering and Technology of Peru, which is on a mission to transform regular billboards into structures that tackle environmental issues, following the success of their billboard that converts humidity into drinkable water. The team has developed pollution-fighting billboards that can purify 100,000 cubic meters of air every day, according to a report in Global Good News. Just a second. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my children are so loud. They're always so loud. Not always. Sometimes they're quiet as a mouse. How does that work out? So, Section X. This is what we've been working towards. Infusing atomic light into our DNA. Okay. Galactic alignments, photons, and DNA. This is what we're working towards. This is current, yeah. So, anyway. The evolution of life and consciousness on Earth has proceeded through long eons to reach a culminating point at this time. This is the time for lifting the dark veils from the planet imposed by the dark forces, leading to the full infusion of light into the Earth and humanity, which is the transfiguration of Earth. Each realm of planets, solar systems, and galaxies are affected by changes in cosmic alignments and the resulting new energies released into the solar systems and planets contained within them. The entrance of our galaxy into what scientists call the photon band over the past 20 years, as well as ever-growing light from the galactic civilizations, has contributed to the increase in light flowing into our solar system and Earth. Not only is Earth being fed by greater light, but the consciousness of each individual is being infused with a greater purity and potency of light, contributing to purification, awakening, and increasing capacity to hold and use this light. Earth has two poles, just as we do, with the north as the positive pole and the south as the receptive pole. It is the balance of the dynamic and attractive energies inflowing and circulating in a toroidal field around the Earth, which holds the forms of Earth in balance. Through the study of the movement of light, scientists have named photons as the quantifiable bundle of energy that moves through time and space at a predictable speed of 186,000 miles per second. Photons do not register as having mass in the 3 dimensions. However, they have great effects on higher etheric, astral, and mental dimensions. Through their velocity, they function as a wave to transfer energy to other energetic fields. Thus, there are no particles, all is energy. Ultimately, photons are successive waves of light with a cyclical rhythm, but they can condense or function as particles in the lower frequency energy fields, based on how humans perceive the light. Light, as waves or as photons, is essential to all life on Earth. Humans need it for intelligent activity, animals for vitality and activity, plants for photosynthesis, and minerals for radiation. Light, taken into our human energetic and organic system, distributes electromagnetic frequencies to all systems in your body, including the nucleus of each molecule where the DNA is located. DNA then radiates light throughout your body between all levels, down to communication between cells. This light transfer brings higher intelligence, wisdom, and spiritual will into your body, heart, mind, and soul. Science is proving we are made of light. Experiments using a new technology are showing that a biophoton, or ultra-weak photon emission, UPE, is a kind of light particle that is emitted by all living things. These can be captured and stored inside of cells and can travel through our nervous system, suggesting that biophotons might provide a way for cells to transfer energy and communicate information. It has also been suggested that UPEs might even have properties which help us to visualize images. Today, our computers transmit electrical information, which is a form of light. Now our sciences are revealing humans work the same way, and light carries information through our brain and nervous system. As reported in Spirit Science, scientists are finding that our DNA is a strong source of UPEs, and it communicates with and is created from light itself. Scientists have also discovered that not only do we emit light, we have the ability to affect it with our thoughts. In a recent study, participants were placed in a darkened room and asked to visualize a bright light. When they did this, they were able to increase their levels of biophoton emissions significantly, proving that our intentions have an influence on light itself. Transmitting atomic light to your DNA. Until very recently, scientists had viewed DNA as a fixed mechanism. This is because of their tendency to regard the mechanisms and systems of human beings as fixed and unchanging, and because they do not understand the nature of the life of our physical form as an evolutionary unfoldment. The discovery called epigenetics, that mind, emotions, and consciousness actually can change the structure and activity of DNA, has yet to fully permeate scientific thinking. However, as spiritual scientists, we know from the wisdom teachings about the tremendous transfigurational potential of higher frequency atomic light and its activating effect on DNA. This is a major step beyond current scientific understanding. It is possible for us as awakened individuals to construct a pathway for invoking higher atomic light into our etheric, vital energy system, and to radiate that light to our DNA using its frequency. This activates and opens DNA, resulting in new capacities for us. DNA thrives and grows with increased light and dimensions and diminishes when light is lacking. Scientists measure light in photons or degrees of brightness. What they are actually measuring is the degree of atomic substance present within the light. Atomic substance is higher frequency energy from higher subplanes. Defined on next page. Scientists are actually measuring the degree of this light present in the etheric energy body, although they are unaware of the source of this light. Once contact with atomic light substance is made, received, and absorbed, it can be distributed to the DNA consciously by the awakened individual. This is most effectively done by visualizing the DNA present in your entire body and seeing the double DNA spiral and the genes being filled with light circulating up and down the spiral, circulating light to poles of DNA. It is important to understand that one pole of your body and your DNA is the positive spirit pole, and the other is the receptive matter pole. The key to balanced energy circulation is to see energy entering in the spirit pole and exiting from the matter pole, and then returning upward to rejoin the spirit pole. We see this energy movement displayed very clearly in the double helix of DNA strands. To bring in atomic light, you simply need to ask your soul and spirit to bring in the appropriate level of atomic light for the next step in your evolution. In the meditation, you will first bring down this atomic light in a clockwise spiral through all your bodies, and then circulate it back up in the counterclockwise direction to the spirit source, and then repeat this flow with your tiny DNA strands, thus shifting from the macrocosm to the microcosm. We will include visualizing this atomic light circulating within the DNA of each molecule, coming down clockwise into the DNA all the way to its base, then reversing direction, moving upward counterclockwise through the DNA spiral to the spirit pole, source of the atomic light. Done in this way, a balance is maintained between the spirit and matter poles within your being, and the work can be done safely and most effectively. Planes and subplanes. To understand how DNA affects your whole organism, you need to understand planes and subplanes. Planes are different fields of energy at different frequencies, all contained within the cosmic physical plane, which is the field within which we are functioning. There are 7 planes: the physical, etheric, astral, emotional, mental, buddhic, intuitional, atmic, will, cosmic, and logoic. Each of these are divided into 7 subplanes, totaling 49 subplanes in all. DNA is located on the first or highest subplane of the etheric, the vital body which energizes your physical body, and has corresponding resonances to the first subplanes of the astral, emotional, and mental worlds. There are energetic connections between each of the subplanes of your etheric, astral, and mental bodies. This is how changes in DNA can affect your entire energetic system. As higher subplanes are affected, the results of infusing DNA with atomic light. This activates perception, energetic circulation, and expanding capacities on each of the lesser frequency subplanes. Consciousness then expands into fuller functioning on each of these subplanes. This means that as the DNA is activated with higher frequency atomic light, you have increased ability to perceive and use more and more subtle physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual capacities, such as physically you have greater strength, endurance, and vitality to radiate to others through your energetic, vital body. Emotionally, your range and subtlety expand with increased emotional power and influence, as well as greater empathy, compassion, and subtle emotional sensitivity. Mentally, you have an increase in the range, speed, flexibility, and power of your thought, resulting in an expanded capacity for creative thought and increased mental influence. Spiritually, you have greater intuition, foresight, telepathy, and greater capacity to uplift and transform others, with deep perception into causes and subtle levels of the one life, including contact with higher beings. Okay, here's the meditation on infusing your DNA with atomic light. We're just about done with this book. And then, and you know I never read this book before you. That's why it took me so long to read. And then we have Energy Flows and the Purpose of Earth. That sounds like a nice chapter. Ascension Symptoms and Managing Overstimulation. That's important. Updates on the Plan and the Great Rejoicing. And then a message from the author. And then we're done. So it's pretty short. So let's just keep on this wavelength. And so let's just go ahead and do the meditation. Okay. So meditation on, and I don't want to rush through this. So, but I think this is important to do today. So I'm going to try to take my time, even though I'm feeling like pressured that I should be doing a bunch of other things, of course, because we moved and I just got back from a trip. And I need to take the kids outside to do something fun. We're going to go to a couple different places today and walk the dog. So let's do this meditation, right? Okay. Meditation on infusing your DNA with atomic light. Okay. Take a few deep breaths. Remember, this is just sort of like a guided meditation overview. Okay, take a few deep breaths. breathing in peace and stillness, and relax. Breathe out any thoughts or concerns and let everything go. Bring your attention fully into the present moment, letting go of the past, letting go of the future. Focus in your heart and see a radiant sun of light and love in your heart, filling you with positive sunlight energy. Invite your soul to bring more love and light into that sun center in your heart. Now radiate light and love from the sun in your heart down towards your solar plexus center in your belly, the seat of your subconscious. Seeing it filled with the warmth and light of love. Appreciate and be grateful to your subconscious for all it does to help and support you. Invite your subconscious to bring the sunlight and love in your solar plexus up into your heart. Now see energy rising upward through your central channel, connecting with a greater sun above your head, the sun of soul spirit, which is the source of atomic light. See these three lights above your head, in your heart, and in your solar plexus, each radiating its light and love to the others. Now ask your soul spirit to radiate to you the perfect degree and frequency of atomic light for your next step in your evolution. See this atomic light spiraling down around you clockwise, filling your mental, emotional, and etheric physical bodies with light. Then see it spiraling counterclockwise back up to the soul spirit sun above you. Allow this flow to continue for a few minutes. Now see the same down-flowing spiral of light pour into a strand of your DNA as an archetype of all the DNA strands in your cells. Again, see this atomic light coming down from your soul spirit, spiraling down clockwise, and entering in through the spirit pole of your DNA. I don't have it, sorry. Again, see this atomic light coming down from your soul spirit, spiraling down clockwise and entering in through the spirit pole of your DNA and exiting from the matter pole and then spiraling counterclockwise upward through your DNA, through the spirit pole and back to the light above your head. Allow this flow to continue with one strand of DNA until you understand exactly how the energy is flowing. Now visualize all the billions of DNA double spiral in the nucleus of each cell in your entire body. See the light flowing into all of them from the spirit pole to the matter pole, and from there counterclockwise back up to the spirit pole. See all the billions of DNA strands in your body being lighted up as this light flows in. See this light bathing your DNA in higher atomic light, cleansing, purifying, and filling your DNA strands with light, raising their frequency, activating your DNA, and adding new capacities and strengths to your physical, emotional, and mental bodies. Know that this infusion of light, love, and power into your vehicles will make them more responsive to soul love, communication, and higher purpose. Take a few moments to allow these life frequencies to permeate through all levels of your being. Thank you. That was good for me. I probably could use it a few more times. But anyway, I'll just keep this video so that we can all know that on this spiritual journey, we also just have our main thing to work on is what's going on right here in our life and how we can make things better. I love you. Bye-bye.